Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a really quick overview on my new Louis Vuitton Pocket Organizer. So many of you in my last video had asked if I could just show what fits inside and compare it to some of the SLGs that I currently use and love. And I got you. I can definitely do that for you because this is pricey. Like I said, here in Canada with taxes, here in BC, this came out to $700. I actually have a new piece to show you soon. I'm on this SLG kick. I don't know what it is. I still love handbags, but I'm definitely veering towards a lot of SLGs now. I think because I do have a fairly good size handbag collection that now I'm looking at different ways of organizing all my little handbags. But I will do a quick overview of what fits inside. Mind you, I have only had this now when you see this video for a week. So it's just sort of my initial impression of what fits inside. I did use this yesterday. Like I said, I've been using it every day since I got it. But in that, when I was using it, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 7 cards that were in there. I took those ones out because obviously they're my, my credit cards and bank cards. But right now in this, I have filled it up and there are 9 cards in here. I don't necessarily know who would need to carry more cards than that. I guess if you have a lot of loyalty cards, but I carry all of my loyalty cards in this little Kirigami, the very smallest one. They fit perfectly in here, and that's where I keep all of them. So, or not even loyalty cards, because most of those are on my phone now. The pocket organizer itself, there are 3 sort of dedicated slots right there. They are pretty tight right now just because the leather hasn't softened up. There's also a small space here. I don't think I'd necessarily put a card in that spot. I don't really have any other cards to show you. I have kind of this paper card for Paragon Tea House, but you could technically put something in there, kind of like how I did right now, but it is a little bit tighter to get in and out. I don't think a card itself would be easy to get in there. I'll take the one from the back and show you. I mean, it does fit in, but because these 3 cards here are applying some pressure on the leather, it makes it a little bit harder to get in and out. So I wouldn't actually use that spot there for a card, I think. And so I have 3 cards in there, and then I have 2 that are placed right behind it. And then over here, it's kind of a cool little setup how they've done it. So I have 1 card in that spot, and then I have my Costco membership right underneath it. And so now you can see with cash now, I'll show you a couple of them. So I have a couple of bills here. You will obviously need to fold it. And then I would just slip it into this part right here, right behind, where I only have 1 single card. So let's show you in a way that you can kind of see it and how the cash would just go in. So again, it does need to be folded, as you can kind of see. And when you fold it, it doesn't actually bend the cash. So that's nice. So you could definitely fit some dollar bills behind there, or you could put it behind on this part. I probably wouldn't, just because money can be dirty and I just don't want the white part there to get dirty, but there is room also for cash, and again, lays pretty flat. I've been asked to compare the pocket organizer to the coin card holder and which one could fit more. I would say this one would probably fit a little bit more because it has this part that you can open up pretty wide there. But let's just take a peek really quickly. I took all the cards out of the pocket organizer and I've slipped it in. So the front, it has the 3 slots. There is this additional slot right there that is very similar to the one that's in the pocket organizer here, but I never use this. Oh, now it's kind of coming up true to color. Do you see sort of that teal? I never use this one at all just because the pressure here from the cards causes it to become a really tight fit, and I found that that's the same with the pocket organizer. So when you put 3 cards in here, the pressure from the cards just makes this opening really tight. Right now it looks fairly loose, but the cards inside sort of push it up. So I wouldn't ever really use this slot there, but I have put all the cards in there. You can see it is a very slim fit. In addition to those cards that I put in, I also had like a bunch of other stuff in here, some receipts and like some small little loyalty cards, and those fit in. So you can see that this one will probably hold a little bit more. When it comes to the cash, that's where it's a little bit more of an issue. The cash fit really nicely into the back pockets of the pocket organizer. The cash with this one is trickier. So again, I have those 2 bills. When you put the bills in, and it is full of cards like it is now, you can see that these bills almost want to hit the top of the zipper. So when I do carry cash with this, I'm just very cognizant and aware that I have to be careful when I'm zipping this up. And if you place it, I placed it sort of horizontal. If you place it vertically, for example, it definitely sticks out, whereas with the pocket organizer, it doesn't. So if you slip it, I'll slip it in this way to begin with. So if I slip it in, again, it fits in pretty nicely like that. But if I switch it and I turn it this way, it also is okay. I mean, it might get curled slightly, but it's not. You don't need to worry about zipping up your cash is basically what I'm saying. So you do have a couple of different options with the pocket organizer when it comes to cash. So in that sense, it has the upper edge. However, like I said, this one here, you can fit more inside as well. You can put change. I did mention in my last video, I don't put any change in there because I keep my clay, which is in my purse. I keep all my change in my clay now. So price-wise between these two, this one is sort of a special one, so it's a little bit more, but I believe that the regular version of this, that's very similar to this print, you can get it in the cobalt too, they're fairly comparable in prices. So, I mean, it's really up to you. This one is obviously a taller sort of fit, whereas this one on the side, it depends. I mean, this one, when you fill it up, it does get a little bit wider. So I would say that it's about the same when it comes to the width there, but for the height of it, this one's definitely larger. So this one fits into your pocket. I guess that's why it's called a pocket organizer. A little bit easier. So your jacket pocket, your back pocket. This one will also fit in, but it will just jut out. Comparing it this way, let's see if I put this one behind. I mean, they're both, I would say that they're both pretty much the same as well there. So again, it's also a style thing. This one looks more like a card holder. I use it as a mini wallet, but I guess maybe this one looks more like a card holder. This one might look to some more like a little mini wallet. The last one that I'll kind of compare it to, I mean, the Loewe is also very similar to the coin card holder. The only difference with the Loewe one is that there's more slots in the back, but it does also open up to be quite spacious inside. The issue with the Loewe one is that you can see that it is leather, so it does mark a little bit easier, but you can buff it out with your fingers pretty easy, or if you have any like leather conditioner, you can use that on that. But this is, because it is lambskin, it's a little bit more delicate. The other one that I use pretty frequently is this one by Saint Laurent. I really do like this piece. Again, I don't really put change in here just because I find that when you put change in here, it kind of warps it. I think that these two are fairly similar in size. Yeah, the Saint Laurent is just a little bit bigger, but this one does open up to be a full wallet again, so you could put cash in here. I have a American dollar bill in there, but you can put cash in here. And then it does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different card slots. You can put a couple of cards behind, but I do find that this leather is fairly tight. But I haven't had any issues with this one. So again, this could be fairly comparable to the pocket organizer. I just like how sleek and slim the pocket organizer is. This one is a little bit wider, the Saint Laurent one, so this one wouldn't fit into your pocket as easy, I think, especially when you do fill it up. It can get a little bit puffier, but price point, I think these two are pretty similar in price as well. But I just wanted to do that really quick comparison for you. Like I said, I've only had this for a few days now, but I do really like it. I love that pop of color. Like I mentioned, I was initially a little bit hesitant because it is white, but now that I've used it for a few days, I mean, it doesn't bother me at all. I guess I've gotten over that pretty quick, but I do really like this piece. I would recommend it if you are thinking about getting this one. And you do want to save some money, then maybe just go with the monogram prints that they have, or the damier print. I really like the monogram eclipse, which is just essentially this kind of black and gray. I won't show you this one, even though I really love it, just because it is discontinued, but it is from the men's line as well, and it just opens up and you can just put a ton of cards in here. You can kind of see through it really well, and this one can also hold change too. So there you go. Overall, I would highly recommend this piece, and I am really happy that I added it into my collection and that it is a sort of a fun pop of color compared to the rest of the ones that I typically use, which are all kind of darker and black. Well, this one was my only pop of color, but now you know, comparing these two, I think this is much more kind of fun and brighter. But let me know what you think. If you have any extra questions, please leave them down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.